Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. John Yaakov Guderson, and this is the 20th installment of The Singing Psychiatrist. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. In this week's chapter of the Bible, we read about the amazing temple that was built and carried from place to place in the desert. A number of parts of the temple are described in great detail, as well as the special clothing that was worn by the priestly class that served in the temple. But the last structure that is mentioned is the incense altar, the incense altar. Why was this last? Well, our sages say that all the other structures actually serve as hosts to the spirituality, to the godliness that was in the temple. While the incense altar, by virtue of the fact that when incense is burned, it evokes a sense of smell which you bring into yourself, actually absorbed godliness. And that's the whole point, to absorb godliness, to bring it in, to change your inner self. In psychiatry, we see this dichotomy all the time. Patients come, and some are merely hosts to what they're doing. They rant, they talk, and then they go off, and the next week they come back and sort of repeat the same pattern again and again. But the point of therapy is actually to absorb the lessons, to take them in. I advise, many psychiatrists will advise actually taking notes afterwards, writing down exactly what you've gained from it, and then working on yourself emotionally. It takes work, it takes effort, not just venting. You have to work on yourself emotionally, just the way somebody working out would work on themselves physically. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose and nose and nose. See, the person who wrote this song put nose last. I think he probably got his idea, he or she, probably got their idea from this, because the incense altar being the last thing, they also made this the last thing. Because ultimately, you want to absorb life. You want to take in godliness. And that's how you really change yourself. This, my friends, is the 20th installment of The Singing Psychiatrist.